Sawasdee Krab, and welcome to Muay Thai Saved My Life with Think Pink Podcast. It's number 23, episode 23 of the Think Pink Podcast. This is a really special one with an awesome young man who I met when we fought him in his hometown of Ballina. He's trained by my good friend Spiro out of Solace Muay Thai. This is Mark Standing. He's got a pretty hectic story. Not a young man in the sport, but he's, chasing some stuff, and he's been really performing, doing great as a pro. Really proud of him, coming off the back of a draw for the state title, and we'll be rematching in February for that against Buddy Hanlon, potentially a future guest on the potty. Yeah, I hope you really enjoy this one. You'll hear another story of someone who went off the rails and fix their shit up through Muay Thai. So I hope you really enjoy this one, and there's some cool news at the end of this one, so listen for it. All right, thanks guys, enjoy. How's it going?
Yeah, good.
So, what brings you here to Melbourne? So we're in a hotel, we're sharing a hotel room here in Melbourne. Why are you here?
Just to watch the 8-man, and me and Spiro come down to corner Corey.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sweet man, looking forward to that. Last minute replacement, right?
Yeah.
Yep. But that should be cool, man. It's a big step up in experience sort of level, but I think Louis got like a pretty tidy style, man. It's not like he's hectic. He's not going to go shit on the chest and go fucking nuts.
Yeah, yeah.
So, all right. So, what got you started in Muay Thai?
What got me started? I've always just done martial arts like karate my whole life.
Yeah.
And then...
Did that ever give you AIDS or?
No. Actually, yeah, that's where I got it from. Nah. I just remember just like always loving the style, the style of Muay Thai.
Yep.
And then after I got my license, I just thought there was a Muay Thai gym, Solace, in Ballina. That was like an hour drive from where I live, so I thought, let's go.
So you don't live in Ballina?
No, I do now.
Oh, you do now?
I didn't, but I was in Casino, which is like an hour.
Okay, yeah. No shit. All right, so how long has that been now? You've been doing it?
Like, I think I've been at Solace for 5 years.
Sick.
Yeah.
So including Amis, how many fights you had?
I've had 9.
9, okay,
I've
cool.
had 9 all up, yeah.
Obviously, we first met when you fought Clint, right? Was that
Clint,
the first time we met?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right, because I met your missus at the Coles that day. When
Yeah,
we
that's
went out
right,
shopping.
yeah, that's right, yeah.
Because she was supposed to fight as well though, right?
Yeah, she was supposed to fight on the same card, but then, I don't know, her opponent pulled out, and then she had a replacement, and then the weight wasn't right, and she just didn't want to fight.
Yeah. It's not for everyone, man. Like, that's the end of the day. Like, the thing is, she's supportive of what you're doing, so which is important, right? Like, that's bro.
It's hectic.
Yeah.
It's hectic.
Yeah, man, because like what we do is not normal.
No way.
So it's good to have someone who, man, even like just having supportive friends and family members and stuff, like whatever part of your career you're at, and like, I've never, aside from my wife, I've never had anyone really support it. Yeah, my mates and stuff, because, it was like, oh, cool, Pinky's doing cool shit.
It's hectic just to live with someone that fights all the time. It's just
crazy.
Bro,
yeah, man. But also, if that's all they know, like my thing is, so when I first hooked up with my missus, first 2 weeks we were together, it was leading up to a big fight show in Adelaide, and then one of my fighters pulled out, and I was left with one, and then it kind of just done my head in. So I was like, fuck it, I'm not training fighters anymore.
Yeah.
And so pretty much, aside from that first 2 weeks, the first 3 months of us being together was me home every night. Like, finish work at like 8 at the gym and then come home. Like, not training fighters, not doing all the extra stuff, not traveling anywhere.
Fuck.
And my missus kind of got used to that.
Yeah.
And then when I started doing it, she was like, oh man, you're never home, you're never this. I'm like, sorry, this has been my life for the last, at the time, probably like 15 odd years. Like, sorry.
This is what you signed up for.
Unfortunately, she's got a different version of me for the first 3 months.
Yeah. She won.
Yeah, and then...
Yeah, my missus is the same. Like, at the start of the relationship, she fought 5 times in Muay Thai.
Oh, did she?
Yeah, didn't do so well. But
Okay.
then she said she signed up to a fight, and I signed up to a fight, and then she didn't. She didn't end up fighting, but she ended up fighting last weekend boxing. She just loved
Oh,
boxing.
cool. Yeah, sweet. Yeah, sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, killer, man. That definitely makes it easier. Like, my missus, after we had Antoine, she was like, wanted to get rid of the baby fat, so she started training and stuff. That's how she started training.
Yeah, hectic.
And then when we sort of discussed her fighting, my mind went to, do you know what, this would be a really good idea so she can see what my life is about.
Yeah, really understand.
Yeah, really understand it, like from the other side, knowing that, fuck, there's a lot of commitment that a coach has.
Yeah.
And I think, honestly, that's where it all changed, where she used to get a bit upset at me for traveling so much and stuff. And then all of a sudden, rarely now does she complain about it.
Of course, because
She's seen it now.
Yeah,
She's seen it now. And she knows now that also my responsibility in the sport isn't just training fighters.
Yeah, that's right.
Like I've got, whether it be commentary or whether it be being a personality and going places and, doing this sort of stuff. Like this weekend, I'm doing commentary. I'm here to support the show, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So growing up, how open are you about like your life? Like
whatever. Yeah, whatever.
So let's talk about it, man. Let's talk because this is, I've got a thing like Muay Thai saved my life. I've got a separate little
Same
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Rig done a little episode about his history and what brought him to wanting to turn his life around and shit. Man.
Yeah.
Tell us about your fuck ups.
Yeah. So
I think it's important. for people to know this, because people look at you now going, man, this dude's like hectic.
Yeah.
But it's like, man, you want to see hectic?
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like that's part of what I say about myself. Like people think I'm loose, right?
Yeah.
Fucking loose.
Yeah. I think so. I started doing martial arts when I was like 3. So like my old man brought me into it when I was like 3. I competed a lot up until I was like 12.
Yeah.
Like I went like state champion, I fought in Australian Opens, all that.
Yep.
And then like my old man ended up passing. And then I had no one to like show me where to go.
By the way, yeah.
So I just hit drugs at like 12. Just started smoking weed first.
Yep.
And then got onto harder stuff like pingers. And then, I don't know, I was just drinking like a lot. And then...
would you say, sorry to interrupt, would you say like, for me, I found, I started smoking weed first, right?
Yeah.
Pretty young. Like when I say young, I mean like younger than you were.
Yeah.
But it wasn't until I started drinking alcohol that it all changed. I think alcohol was the gateway drug.
Yeah.
Like more than anything else.
I think I drank definitely before I started smoking weed.
Yeah.
Like I think one led to the other,
Yeah.
But it's just, I don't know, man, it's fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it just goes on a big spiral downwards.
It does, man. Like what, did you hit a rock bottom? Did you have a rock bottom?
Yeah, hard.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So, because I always say, everyone's rock bottom's different.
Yeah.
My rock bottom was getting off my head on heroin at a fight show. And doing it in front of everyone and having everyone see me like on the nod at a fight show. Like, what was your rock bottom?
My rock bottom was like, I think this was after, because I was like partying heaps. Well, what was rock bottom? When I had this girlfriend and she ended up breaking up with me. This is when I was still smoking and drinking, but I thought I was doing okay in my head.
Yep.
So my missus broke up with me. I was working at the Meatworks in Casino.
Yep.
I got fired from there because I cut my knee because I was having pre-workout. I cut my knee open and I just didn't turn up to work because I didn't give a fuck, you know what I mean? So I lost my job, I lost my missus, and I knocked this guy out in front of a pub and they got me on CCTV. And then, I got locked up. And I remember my rock bottom moment was, it was like 2 weeks in, I was in Grafton jail.
No shit, Grafton.
Yeah. And then my mum come to visit, and then on the way into the visit, mum was just crying her eyes out, and I just remember thinking then, it's like, this is it. Like, what the fuck am I doing here, you know?
Man, Filipino boys are supposed to be good boys.
Yeah, that's right.
And that's how Filipino mums look at their boys.
Yeah.
Like you're brought up as like, you're meant to be like
good
gentle,
boys.
fucking good boys. Yeah, man. Like that's the same thing with Clint, you know? Like Clint's never really his rock bottom was probably getting baked too much, but his upbringing is similar. Like it's that whole he just should be a good boy, and that's it.
That's
you know?
right.
Like his mum never really understood him getting into Muay Thai and stuff as well.
Yeah,
she used to come to all the fights and that, but she still now like the last few fights he kind of just didn't tell her until after the fight that he'd had one.
Yeah.
So it was either like when he came and fought you in Ballina, or when he fought a Muay Thai Vic, we'd just do it, and then the next day go, I fought on the weekend.
True.
Yeah.
Hectic.
It got to that because it was like she just stresses, you know.
Of course.
Yeah.
The one with Clint, I think that was the only fight that Mum come and watched.
Okay.
Because I was like, come, I'm doing good. Watch.
Yeah, cool. That's nice, man.
Yeah.
So you obviously hit your rock bottom, like in prison, seeing how much it broke someone else's heart and stuff. Like, I think a lot of the time it is about how much it affects other people as well. Like,
for sure.
Because we are social beings, we are driven on love.
Yeah.
You know, and when people that love us are hurt, I just had this chat this week with Jay Tonkin.
Yeah.
That boy means a lot to me, and fucking
good dude.
And finally I've heard from him since it all happened.
Very good.
And I've heard through other people, I've been getting relayed stories and whatnot, like relayed that, you know, he's that I, you know, just send him my love and that sort of stuff. And talking to him this week, man, has been he's at a rock bottom. Now he's like, you know, fuck, I never want to do drugs again. Because I just fucking want to get back to Australia. I'm gonna get my shit fucking sorted.
Very good.
Yeah, man.
Very good.
It's unfortunate that we can't just wake up without that rock bottom. And everyone's rock bottom is different.
That's right.
Yeah. My rock bottom was almost ego based because everyone who was had respecting me and shit in my local scene saw me off my head. I was like, what a dumbass.
That's fucking it makes you feel fucked.
Yeah, but it was also I'd had a seed planted not long before that about like if I got sober, then if I don't get sober, none of my dreams in life are going to come true because all I wanted was a gym and a family.
Yeah.
And I had those years where I thought I was sober. Like before, when I was with my ex-wife, it was like it was almost 4 years where I did no heroin. In my head, I'm sober, but man, I was smashing Valium and Xanax and any prescription drugs I get over the counter in Thailand. I was just smashing them.
Yeah.
And here's me going, yeah, man, I've been on fucking heroin for 3 years, absolutely fucking useless. And then people like who I respect in the scene, they're all like, you're actually fucked.
You're still getting off your head. What are you doing? Yeah, 100%.
Oh, hang on, you're right.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, fuck it, I might as well go with this then. And just fucking, you know what I mean? Like it's such a fucking shit mentality. Like the whole drugs thing is fucked.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
Yeah, and
it's not until you're out of it and you see what your life is like after that you realise how fucked up it is.
Yeah, that's exactly right because the spiral down is very slow.
Yeah, like, you don't even realise you're spiraling down. Because you're still having fun.
Yeah, you think it's like it slowly got shit.
Yeah.
But it's just that you went to the next level each time, which made it look like it was
a slow process, but you were just shit as soon as you started doing it.
100%.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
So you obviously did the party. You did it as a partier as well.
Yeah, super party. I wasn't that dude who was like at home by myself, like doing drugs. It'd always be like I'm going out to go have fun.
Yeah.
But then I'd be like the one by myself at the end of the night, just getting on it, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, oh no, I'm just gonna fucking stay at home and fucking get high on my own. And then next thing I was out.
Yeah.
Oh fuck, how the fuck did I get here? Why am I here?
Yeah.
But I've always been the type of dude who goes out by himself at night.
Yeah.
Like I know a lot of people.
Yeah.
So I go places. I know I can run into someone here, run into someone there, or I go to this place and I'll walk into this club and see who's there. Do a lap. All right, no one.
Yeah,
go to the next
one.
place.
Same.
Yeah.
I used to be the same.
Yeah.
If there was a party here, it'd always be here. And then I'd like, if I get bored with this one, there's something going over here and over here.
Yeah.
But it's all the same. It's all the fucking same when you're going out. Every room's the same, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Every room's the same.
Yeah, and every. You've got a room full of people who think they're okay.
Yeah, that's right. they're doing the right thing. This is fun. Yeah,
that's for me is like the saddest part. How confused people are about what happiness is.
Yeah.
Like when people feel like they need to drink to have a social life, and like if you're socially retarded, the last thing you should be doing is drinking. You've got to learn how to be social. Then once you're social, maybe if you want to drink. But just to do it to get comfortable, man, you'll never gain confidence.
Yeah. That's
like
right.
Dutch courage, you know, it's fucking, everyone thinks they're a superhero after a few brews.
Yeah.
Do you still drink?
Nah, I think I've got drunk twice this year, eh? Yeah. Slowly, ever since I started like fully fixing myself, every year it's been less and less and less. And now I just don't need it. I just don't need to.
No. And I, you know, one of my biggest things I say in life is if I didn't get off of alcohol 20 plus years ago, I would have never got off anything. I never would have fixed anything else.
Yeah, fuck.
Alcohol is one of the most evil things out there.
Yeah.
And I said the gateway drug.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people I know have a problem with Coke, right? And it's unless they go out drinking, they never get on the Coke.
That's right. That's exactly right.
And it's like people don't want to correlate those two things together though, because alcohol is so normalized.
That's right.
You're allowed to. I think that's one thing we need to do, like create that thing where alcohol isn't normal.
Yeah.
Like I had a chat with one of my trainers during the week. I was like, man, no more drinking at fight shows, no more drinking with our students.
Yeah.
Like with people who train here or whatever. Like, you want to drink.
Yeah.
But just try to. There's a massive gap between the health and the fitness industry, which I'm trying to break down.
Yeah. Okay.
And trying to, like, we have our Christmas end of year do. No processed foods every year, man. I spend thousands on it.
Yeah, true.
It's like, but because it's all real food, you know. Like,
that's right.
And I'm lucky I got some good guys who help. Like Clint will cook up like a big pasta dish or something, and everything's from scratch, bro.
Yeah.
My missus gets like Thai recipes and then changes out all the unhealthy stuff for healthy stuff, and she makes desserts the same way. Yeah, man. Like there's such a major gap between the two things. Health and fitness should be in the same.
That's right. They should be.
One and the same.
Yeah, that's right.
And you know, you see people finish fighting, they go drinking, or they fucking go out partying, and it's like, man, like, you're doing one of the worst things you could ever do right now.
Yeah. I remember on my Roots fight, I had 2 beers after the fight, and you were the first person to say, "What are you doing, man?"
Oh, did I?
Yeah. Okay. And I was like, "I'm just having a beer," because that was my 5th fight.
Yeah.
And you were like, "You shouldn't be having a beer," and I was like. In my head, I was like, "What do you mean?" I was like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Go give them." I was like, "One's for my mate." He's like, "Go give them both to you, mate." And in my head, I was like, "Why is he so drilling me right now for having a beer after a fight?" Yeah.
But man, that's like you've worn headshots.
That's
you got dropped, cunt.
I got dropped in the first round.
Yeah. Like you don't know. Until days after if you're okay after a fight.
Yeah.
On top of just swelling, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And also, why do we want to celebrate by doing something
drinking,
unhealthy?
That's right. Yeah.
Like anything unhealthy, bro. Like, you know, people have a fight and then they go on a fucking massive food binge.
Yeah.
So what have you done? You're creating a bad relationship with food for during your fight preps.
Yeah.
You make your weight cuts harder. You make all that shit. Like,
yeah.
And my latest sort of mindset I'm sort of teaching is practice all the things like all year round that make all the bits you hate about your training and your fighting easier.
Yeah.
So whether it be eating healthy all the time, and you have your one thing a week, but plan it.
Yeah.
And plan it for a day that doesn't. I always say Saturday's the worst day because then you've got Sunday off.
Yeah.
So it's not like I've got to the end of the week, I'm celebrating. Start the week with it.
Yeah.
Have it on a Monday night. Have it on a Monday lunchtime.
Yeah.
And watch how shit your training is on Monday too because of it. But it's like,
I know what you mean.
Because if you plan. You know, I don't know whether you saw on, you probably would have heard on, I talked about, I reckon it was on Ring Lovers about, or was it on Think Pink, where I talk about your Christmas plan.
Yeah.
Maybe it was on Think Pink.
Yeah.
Where it's like, you plan what days you're going to have your food days.
Yeah.
The rest of it, stick to your fucking, it's not a week of just being a retard.
Yeah.
You know, it's not a week of fucking being an absolute potato and smashing whatever you can find. Man, if you're going to drink, you know, obviously New Year's Eve's one, Christmas Day's one. Plan them though.
That's it.
Don't just go, oh, I'll just wing it. Because if you plan pretty much every week of your life, there's no room for fuck ups, and you won't.
That's right.
Because you're so used to knowing each week what you. So Monday night, I'm gonna go have big schnitty with whatever.
Yeah.
Or, man, you might be worse than that. You might want to eat fucking Kentucky Fried Cat or something, like whatever.
Yeah.
But, I hate all that shit, and I don't think there's any place for any of like...
Yeah, it just makes you feel drunk even, especially KFC,
Yeah, like those sort of, like, the junk food stuff, like the fast food stuff, man, I don't think anyone should be consuming that shit.
After every fight, I always think, I'm going to eat something yuck. I'm going to eat something bad for me, and then after I do every time, I'm just feel
regret,
disgusting.
Man. Yeah, bro, it's because you haven't been having it. Yeah. The only people who think it's okay are the people who have it all the time.
Yeah, that's right.
Because
4 times a week and it's normal for them. And they're just like, it's so good.
Oh,
but it's just not.
It's actually putrid.
Yeah.
Like almost undigestible when you've been eating any healthy food.
Yeah, 100%.
Which shows that there's a problem with it, right?
Fucking oath.
And I think what needs to be normalised is that we celebrate with recovering healthily,
Yeah.
Like,
that's
I know
right. That should be the celebration.
It's not the fun way.
Yeah.
But it's definitely the smart way.
Yeah.
Especially if, man, you're not young.
No.
So you need to be doing all the right things while you can.
Yeah.
Like not even as far as being a fighter. Like
just all together.
Say you retired tomorrow.
Yeah.
You ain't leaving this sport.
Fuck no.
You know what I mean? Like
I'd be lost.
Yeah. Like, and you would be holding pads and you'd be this and you'd be that. Like, man, it's your gig.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is your life now, bro. Like, we've got you for life.
Yeah.
Like, so doing the right things by yourself are important.
Yeah.
But let's go backpedal a little bit. Like,
yeah.
What was your period of time that you were like doing the wrong thing, and were you doing right things in that period? Like, were you still exercising?
Yeah. So like, even when I was getting on it, I was still training. Like, I was just still lifting weights every day.
Yep.
Just every day, full addicted to lifting weights.
Yep.
But I would still just be getting on it, like doing 3-day benders every weekend, just without a doubt.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's that bingy stuff as well, and so.
But I was still randomly, I'd be holding pads just for my friends, thinking I knew stuff, and you know what I mean?
Yep.
It all starts with like just holding pads at the park. All the boys, let's go train,
Yep.
Yeah. Before I even turn up to the gym. Like,
Yeah. All right. So let's go to, because I think this is a really important thing as well. Like starting with there's alcohol and there's weed, and then the progression.
Yeah.
Start to finish. I'll let people know what you've done, and then let's talk about the stages of your life during those periods of doing whatever. Like,
fuck. So I think it started off on alcohol first.
Yep.
And then pingers. And then cigarettes first.
Yep.
Cigarettes first, then alcohol, then pingers, and then when I turned like 14, just started going to like raves and doofs and all that, and then started doing acid. And then 16, 17 started coke. And then
never touched it, eh?
And then 17 meth and coke, and then I was mixing meth and coke and acid together by the time I was like 19. And then that's when I hit like a full downhill, ended up in the clinic, full lost my mind.
Yep.
For like a good 3 months.
Yep.
That's where I was awake for like 11 days or some shit. And then, after I did that, after I full lost my mind, that was when I first hit rock bottom. The first time
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
And then I slowly tried to get away from weed, and then I was around the wrong people.
Hard in a small town though.
So hard.
So because you're still surrounded by there's
everyone that's still normal. It's so normal to.
That's why I went to Thailand, bro. When I first went to Thailand, it was like for Muay Thai, but it was actually just to get away from my life.
Yeah. But and I think that's why it took me to lose my mind to realize I shouldn't be doing what I'm doing, and then jail was the savior.
Yeah.
Because I actually got out of the circles I was in for like a year, and then.
So you did 12 months?
Yeah, I did 6 months in, and then I did 6 months at a farm.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And then it wasn't until...
That shit's good, man. Like, that shit needs to be more normalised.
Oh, it's the best.
Yeah.
It's literally the best.
Learning life skills and actually working and how does it work with you're on a wage and stuff as well? Like, you get... Like, fuck all.
Yeah.
But you also don't have any expenses.
You're just getting up every morning doing something every morning instead of getting up chasing something you shouldn't be chasing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So do you think that's a good form of rehab? Do you think like...
Yeah.
Because you got sober in that time?
Yeah.
Clearly?
Full clean. Full clean.
Did you go back to anything after that? Or was it like, I might have another crack?
Yeah, I did. And then I think, I did ice again after I got locked up, and I was like, nah, I'm definitely done.
Yep.
Definitely done. And I got on the coke a little bit after, but it wasn't until I started training every day and realizing I've got a fight coming up that made me go, there's no way I can do this.
Yep.
You just can't.
No,
you know what I mean? I'm not going to get knocked out in front of all my friends and make a fool of myself just because I wanted to get on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Now, it's pretty hectic when I, thinking back to, you've only had 9 fights in total.
Yeah.
Like, the name you've managed to make in that time, that's pretty cool, man.
Yeah,
like,
Alex was telling me this last night.
Yeah, it's actually it's like you're at like a 9 pro fight level.
Yeah.
But I think it's also the difference between not being a kid and having life experiences. You've already had turmoil and fucking trouble in your life.
Yeah.
Like, most of these people that these days, they're the hardest thing they've ever done is train.
Yeah.
Like the hardest thing they've been through is getting yelled at by their trainer.
Yeah. Some people get yelled at once, they just never come back to the gym. They're like, no, I can't deal with it.
Bro, many of them.
Yeah.
It's like, crack the shits after a fight or something, and it's like,
yeah.
Oh man, what the fuck was that? And then it's just like, oh, I'm done with fighting. Fuck it. What?
Yeah.
Like, my first thing would go, oh man, I've got to prove that I'm fucking not that guy.
100%.
Like, it's fucking, bro. Humans are fucked, eh? How old are you now then?
31.
31.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're still fucking plenty of time.
Yeah.
Keep going till you're like 48 if you wanted.
Yeah.
Some do.
Yeah.
So this year, how many have you had?
I've just had 3.
3 this year? Oh, right. Okay, that's not too bad.
So I think Orono, 1 in Thailand, and Buddy, that's it.
Yep. Oh, that's right. Yeah, so you're up for the rematch with Buddy in February. Sick. I'll be there for that, definitely.
Let's go.
Yeah. If you need, I spoke to Spiro, if you need to come and do some clinching and stuff, man.
Yeah.
You can stay at my house, whatever.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, the thing is, a lot of your thing is like, you think you're more tired than you are.
I know.
Yeah, so when you focus on tired instead of focus on the task, practice it in training where you focus on the task only. Because at the end of the day, the only person who gives a fuck about how you feel is your opponent and you.
Yeah, that's right.
You think you're feeling shit, you'll start doing fuck all. Your opponent thinks you're feeling shit, their energy levels go through the roof.
That's right, yeah.
Sorry, buddy, I'm offering tips.
I know you're watching, buddy.
Yeah. So, that'll be man, the way you started that fight,
yeah,
I was like, oh man, this is going to be like you're owning it.
Yeah.
And your gas tank's bigger than you think it is.
Yeah.
And if it's not, then do some extra sprints and do some extra stuff to get your head over the line so you think you are.
Yeah.
But man, like I was talking about downstairs, like you just happen to be there for that conversation. Everyone should have a sports psychologist.
Yeah.
That's the thing to talk about.
Yeah.
Like, why do I go to, I'm tired?
Yeah.
Because when you hit your 70%, like you've still got 70% of your energy levels left. At that first moment when you think you're tired, and it's like, why am I going? Oh fuck, I'm tired. When if you actually just keep doing the same pace, you won't lose any pace.
That's right. It's all in the head.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's obviously you're still young in the sport, but it's like that's a pretty good thing to overcome. That's one of those things when you get to overcome that thing.
Yeah.
I remember the first time, because I used to have this, oh man, why have I got no energy? And I'd be fighting. I was still doing okay and stuff, because most of the time I'd stop them or whatever.
Yeah.
But if I wasn't, then I was like, man, I'm so tired. Then I had this one fight with a Thai, and I was exhausted about a round and a half in.
Yeah.
But I stepped up the pace and kept on walking forward to clinch him because I was bigger than him. I was like, I'm just going to hang off him. And I was like, hang on, I'll still do it because the weaker he gets, the stronger this is my head.
Yeah. 100%.
And pretty much most of the time it is just the head.
Yeah.
So you're now doing the Muay Thai thing full time, right? Like So you're running the gym, you're doing classes.
I'm just doing classes at the gym, holding pads every day.
Yeah, doing PTs as well?
Doing PTs,
yeah. You enjoy that bit?
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, cool.
I love it.
Because I went through a stage where I loved it, and then I went through a stage of not.
Yeah. I've done that. I've done that a little bit as well.
Now I'm back to doing it. I just started recently.
You still love it?
I'm enjoying it again.
Good.
Yeah,
I remember you saying this on a different podcast, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, I am enjoying it again, and I've only got 2 or 3 different clients at the moment that I'm doing PTs with, couple of times a week, and
if it's someone you like holding for, it's the best.
Yeah.
But if you like holding for someone that doesn't want to train, I've never been so annoyed.
Yeah, all I want out of them, I don't care how lazy they are, all I want is they want to learn.
Yeah.
Because my expertise is making perfect technique.
Yeah,
that's something I'm really fucking good at.
Yeah.
So if that's what you want to do, I'll rip you apart and build it up from scratch.
Yeah, yeah.
And, like I've had one person come to me going, I want to learn how to spar because they're from another gym and they're like, but they work around the corner from my gym.
Yeah.
So they come do PTs with me and they're not a fighter, they're just training at this other gym and they're like, I just want to learn how to spar so I'm not uncomfortable when I get, okay, sweet. So what do you have trouble with? I have trouble getting past like their jab and stuff because they're mostly taller than me. So work on a few things. And
my whole life.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone's taller.
But you're right. But I had a thing where I struggled to use my length until I retired.
Yeah. True.
Once I retired and there was no longer a reason to get it right.
Yeah.
I was like, whereas, it's that mentality thing, if I'd worked on that mentality, I probably would have fixed that earlier.
Yeah.
But doing things like now keeping people at the end of my jab, because I'm so long, and my front leg takes a bit more of a beating, but whatever. But like if I'm sparring,
you can use
and I can throw anything off of that,
It's like funny seeing beginners so tall and so long, they could keep me away so far, but they just don't know how to use their distance. Yeah, it's hectic.
Yeah, we had a fight on Pride last week where the dude's like, I think he's 6'5" or something.
Yeah.
And he fought a dude a fair bit shorter than him.
6'5".
Landed some really good knees and all that sort of stuff, but he just, his hands are here because that's where everyone's heads are.
Yeah.
This is also that thing of you need to train. You need to understand what you're going to be experiencing in a fight.
Yeah.
So I was always taller than most of the guys I fought. I think I fought maybe 2 guys that were taller than me in all my fights.
Yeah.
But it was always like, the hands are up here. I know, because overhands, man, like if nothing else. But, if I'm here because everyone's down there, my guard doesn't have to face them. Has to be it's protecting my head.
Yeah.
So it's all there's those things you learn. He unfortunately learned the hard way, ended up getting dropped and then he ended up getting stopped in the first round, but he was doing the things he was supposed to up until then.
Yeah.
I really like this guy, man. We fought him, my gym, I think fought him 4 times or something now. This one dude out of maybe 8 to 10 fights he's had.
Fuck.
We fought him 4. I think originally it was 4 of his first 5.
It was you.
Was our gym.
Yeah, hectic.
Yeah. Really good dude as well.
Yeah.
He's had moved gyms and he's maybe had like 3 or 4 for this other gym now, I reckon.
Yeah, nice.
But man, I like watching him as well. Like he's coming along and his knees are working really well. That's all he really had to do to win this fight. He just got fucking clipped because his hand was down.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Tall guys, hey, they think no one can hit them because they're so tall. Yeah.
Yeah. But also when you're tall and thin, you don't have that low center of gravity that when you're rocked, like you get rocked and it's like do.
Yeah.
A dude who's tall gets rocked and we look like a fucking giraffe, a baby 100%. Giraffe, legs are doing this shit and there's not enough leg to be doing that with you guys,
no way.
It is a big thing, like, and also our necks are longer, so there's more room for swing, like.
I've got no neck, so when I get hit, nothing happens.
all those years of fucking lifting weights and shit.
Yeah.
Fuck. Did you just get on the juice when you were doing weights?
Yeah,
Once?
Yeah.
Did one
cycle.
Yeah. Fuck. I think that's become really fucking normal in Muay Thai as well now, bro. Like
so normal just with everyone.
Everyone wants to be massive, but they're all young, bro.
Yeah.
You're literally, admittedly though, like with all the plastics and whatnot, these dudes have all got fucking, a 22-year-old's got the testosterone level of a 67-year-old in the year 2000.
It's crazy.
That's the sort of numbers now.
Yeah.
And they're doing themselves no fucking favours by getting on roids.
No way. You don't need it.
Oh, bro, like these dudes are going to have balls that don't fucking work by the time they're fucking 30 when they want to have kids.
Yeah.
It's fucked, man. Like I go to the gym and it's like, man, this dude is so jacked. He'd be lucky to be 22.
Yeah.
There is no way that's fucking natural.
Yeah.
Not with testosterone levels today.
You're 22, man. Just chill out.
Yeah.
Just train.
Yeah, man. You're getting laid anyway. You're 22.
Yeah, that's
you know,
it.
and then this is the problem that most people are doing stuff, whether it be Muay Thai, they're doing it so they can, for the way they look.
Yeah, for the way they look, or
it's
they
like,
want other people to think they're cool. Yeah.
It's I've had fighters where everything was about put every step of the way on social media as an amateur.
Yeah.
But just so all his mates who, used to be this one dude used to be a bit of a twat.
Yeah.
And so all his mates could go, oh man, you're doing so good. Good on you, bro. You've turned your life around. Like, man, but have you?
Yeah. Have you really?
Have you really? Like you've still got the same mentality. Every day you're probably fighting the turmoil of wanting to go out and be a wanker.
Yeah.
But you're just not doing it because it's keeping people complimenting you.
Yeah, that's it.
It's not the right, because the minute they stop complimenting you is the minute you go back to...
And who are they to compliment you? Like, why do you need it so bad? Like, who are they?
It's for you, right?
Yeah, that's it.
It's for you. Like, it's... The only people's opinions who should really fucking matter to a fighter is their trainer and their loved ones.
Yeah, that's right.
Man, my mum asked me to stop plenty of times and I said no.
Yeah.
If... when I was fighting for Sam Benetti, if he said to me, stop, I would have stopped.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
Like if he'd asked me to stop at any time, I would have.
Yeah.
And it's, his opinion matters.
Yeah, that's
Even
right.
to today.
Yeah.
If he came and talked to me and said, look, man, like, you're not a very good trainer, eh?
Yeah.
I'll go, oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'll stop training fighters then.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, that's
same
right.
with Alan Wong. If Alan
That's
Wong
how
said
it
that
is.
sort of thing to me, like, you're not doing very good as a trainer. Okay. Yeah, it's fucking like, I think everyone worries so much about every other motherfucker's opinion who
doesn't matter.
are generally losers.
Yeah.
They're complimenting you because they don't have the balls to do it themselves.
Yeah.
And I think that's the feel though. It's like, oh man, I'm doing something that they wouldn't do.
Yeah. All these people, they can't do what I'm doing, so that means I'm doing good.
Yeah.
Really,
but are you?
Yeah.
Just because you're doing something different doesn't mean you're doing good at it.
That's right.
Like doing good at it is doing all the right things.
Yeah.
And
you don't need someone to tell you you're doing good if you're doing good,
because you're feeling good.
Yeah, that's
if
right.
you know you're doing good.
Yeah.
It's like if Spiro tells you off, you know that you fucked up.
Oh, 100%. Before he told me. And then he told me, he goes, oh yeah, of course.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And I think more people need to put more investment in their trainer's opinion on things. Like if I say to my fighter, man, I really think you need to get a nutritionist.
Yeah.
Man, that means call them tomorrow.
That's right.
It doesn't mean, I'll do it at some point.
Yeah.
Like, you need a sports psychologist. I had that chat with you downstairs before. Every pro fighter should have a go-to sports psychologist.
Yeah.
Where, man, just touch base every now and then.
You just call them up about anything.
Yeah, it's like, I just need something I want to talk about. And then you book in and you do your whole, I'm fucking struggling with binge eating after a fight.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's where I got what I'm saying about that training yourself to plan what you do. And it's not, I'm not saying you finish, I'm planning to eat for a week.
Yeah.
Like that's not a plan. Smart plans. When you say, all right, I'm gonna do a week of eating all my normal food, what I've just eaten for my whole fight prep, so that my body can heal.
Yeah.
And then the weekend after, I might do two things, after a fight, or Saturday I'm going to do this, Sunday I'm going to do this. Then you go straight back into your cycle of eating normal with your one thing a week again.
Yeah.
And like I say, when it's your normal thing, don't make it a Saturday, Sunday thing.
Yeah.
And that was something that a friend of mine learned from a sports psychologist, because they had a fucking eating disorder.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah, hectic.
And if you do plan every step along the way, whether it be, all right, I do my sprints at this time, I do this, and then work your life around everything else.
Yeah.
Work everything that you've planned, then the life fits in around that.
Yeah.
Man.
It's like that as a fighter. That's how your whole life is. Like strength and conditioning and then this. All your food has to be right. And as soon as your food isn't right, your training goes to shit. Then when your training goes to shit, everything has to be on.
And this is where I say, this is something I worked out myself.
Yeah.
Like goal setting. Everyone needs to have goals.
Yeah.
Like, people are like, oh, goal setting, gay. That's because you don't want goals, because you don't want to potentially fail at reaching them.
Yeah, that's right.
Like, so back in the day, the reason why we need goals is because we have so many options in life now.
Yeah.
Back in the day, everyone had the same goal. I reckon it was last time I spoke about this was actually in one of these hotel rooms recording an episode.
Yeah.
I reckon. But it was like, everyone did the same. You finish school, you get a job, you get married,
You have kids.
you buy a house, you pay off your house, then you have kids.
Yeah.
And the whole time you just work. That was everyone's goals, bro.
Yeah.
Everyone's. Now it's like, maybe finish school, maybe have a gap year, like before you go to uni.
Maybe turn into a bloke.
Maybe be a toaster. Maybe start pissing in a fucking kitty litter tray.
You can just do anything.
You're going to travel the world. You're going to.
There's so
that
many
never
options.
happened before.
Yeah.
So this is why we need goals, because every last generation up until probably mine, or maybe mine, because my parents had that was their life. That was what everyone in that generation had.
Yeah.
Up until my generation, everyone had the same goals.
Yeah. Everyone knew everyone's goals because they were all the same.
And all of a sudden, me, I dropped out of school, started working. Then I was like, fuck this, I want to go experience life. So stopped working, started doing the Thailand thing.
Yeah.
And I had some goals as such, but I wasn't really chasing them, which is why I probably fucked up.
Yeah, 100%.
So it's like, you've got options, so make goals that fit around the options.
Yeah.
And then chase them.
And full chase them.
Full fucking chase them, with no excuses.
Yeah.
So if it means you need a sports psychologist to reach your goal, like, people who say goal setting is gay or whatever are just people who are just too scared of their own fucking shadow.
Yeah, that's right.
Like, I understand that failure is scary.
Yeah.
But did you really fail if you tried as hard as you could?
No way.
No way.
No way.
So, fucking chase, motherfucker, chase.
Yeah.
Like, do whatever it fucking takes during the time, and then you need to have your ultimate goal, right? Say ultimate goal is, I don't know, I want to fight in the RWS tournament.
Yeah.
If, say, you're doing Muay Thai and that's your ultimate goal.
Yeah.
Fucking cool. Well, then it's like, here's the steps to get there. Boom, halfway through, you blow out your ACL. Okay, that's still my ultimate goal.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna have to now hook a lefty at Albuquerque, go over to here and start this journey that goes on a way slower angle to get to that same point. So you've had your surgery and then then you're so committed to your rehab, you're so committed, you're not getting depressed because, I can't do the fighting thing.
Yeah.
Okay, you can't do the fighting thing.
But you've already made it all the way up here and then all the way over here on the way up to the ultimate
So
goal.
you can, and you know what I mean? You may not ever get to that ultimate goal.
But you have
But you're hitting goals, getting there, because you've spoken to the right people, and they've helped you set out that pathway.
Yeah.
And you might not reach RWS, but man,
your journey's going to be 10 times better than it was if you didn't have a crack.
Because you had goals, and you were chasing something all the time.
That was my whole thing, I think, all the way when I was lost, just getting on it, going to Dorf's partying, going here and there.
Yep.
There was no goal. It was just like, just go get off my head because I don't know what else to do. As soon as I got a goal, as soon as I was locked up, I had time to figure out goals because there was nothing else to do. And then boom, after I started ticking them off one by one, and my life just got better and better and better. Yeah.
Yep.
That's what happened.
Yeah, it's like you need goals in life.
Yeah.
Everyone does.
Yeah.
And a goal is useless without steps to get there.
Yeah.
Because in each one of those steps is actually a goal.
Yeah, that's
Whether it
right.
be, all right, I want to be world champion Thai boxer. What are you doing right now? Never even walked into a gym.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. What's your first step? Walking in the gym. You've hit a goal.
Yeah.
Now what do you want to do? You want to get the invite into the fight team. So you're there, you're putting in.
You're going to run before training, you're doing this, you're
doing
that.
the extra stuff.
Yeah.
Boom, next thing you get invited into the fight team. Then it's like getting to your first fight. So instead of doing what so many do, where they start training less because they want an excuse for when they lose.
Yeah.
Like you then commit, you train harder than ever, and you get to that first fight.
Yeah.
Win or lose doesn't fucking matter.
You got there.
You got there. You got to a goal. Now the goal is, all right, I want to win a fight. Man, it might take you 3 or 4 more fights.
Yeah.
50 Shades, bro. Like 50 Shades has a name, and if you go over his whole record, he's 14-14.
True.
Yeah.
Hectic.
But he went three straight losses. Tomorrow will be the anniversary of his first ever win.
Yeah, crazy.
On Roots. It was on Roots. His first ever win was on Roots. He had 3 straight losses and then got a win on Roots.
Crazy.
Yeah, and that was all within 8 months of him walking in the gym.
He walked in and then 8 months later he had
His fourth fight.
Fucking hell.
Yeah. He had 17 within the first 2 years of walking in the gym.
What an animal.
Yeah. And the last one of that 17 was a WKA Australian title.
Yeah.
But it was hectic. But even that was just like, that was also pre-scamdemic. Like that was 5 years ago when things were different.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he had his first win, I think it's 6 years ago tomorrow.
Fucking nice.
Yeah, hectic, huh?
How old is he?
25?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go 50 Shades.
Yeah, so the thing is, it's like, he's another one, never had any goals. Like the whole time, which is why he's 14-14.
Yeah.
Like as a pro, I think his record is maybe 6-5 or something. No,
Yeah.
I think he's had 11 pro. Yeah, 6-5 I reckon it is.
Yeah.
But it shouldn't be
Yeah.
because he's just never had goals.
Yeah.
And it's like,
But he's just a tall freak.
yeah, but it's also he's lost fights that he's literally sabotaged himself on purpose.
Yeah.
Because like, oh man, I started building up this name. Like after he fought Pantong, right?
Yeah.
His next fight was 3 levels below that fight.
Yeah.
And man, he wasn't doing his extra stuff. He wasn't doing his sprints. He wasn't doing all the extra things he had to do. Why? Because then he had an excuse to lose to someone who wasn't very good.
Yeah.
If he's not the favourite, bro, animal.
Yeah.
The minute he's the favourite,
better as the underdog.
Yeah, the minute he's the favourite, loser.
Yeah, random.
Yeah.
Sports psychology.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it's one of those things. It's like you need to know why you're doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
And you also need to understand why your brain's telling you not to do what you should be doing.
Even just understanding it will help so much, Not knowing is like, oh, why do I do this? Why do I do this? Oh, who gives a fuck, and having a crack? It's, yeah.
Because that's what I say about us as a gym in Adelaide. Like, I was taking a dump the other day at the gym, and Clint was running a class.
Yeah.
And he's like, so this is how you do this. And he goes, and why you do it is because of this.
Yeah.
And I was like, there's not a lot of gyms in South Australia that teach the whys.
Yes.
So then people understand, so when I'm sparring and someone throws that fucking right kick at me, the reason why I do this is whatever.
Yeah.
You know why you're doing whatever.
That's why I remember watching Spirit teach when I was I started taking over classes. It's the story behind what you're actually doing that gets everyone engaged and what really makes a good class.
Yeah.
If you're just saying jab, cross, kick, and everyone jab, cross, kicks, you compare that to a class where you say, you jab because of this, and then it sets up this, and the story behind it makes it 10 times better,
So I've got a story. One of my favourite stories to use is, like, if someone can get really good at a left body kick, you can stop people from coming at you for a whole fight.
Yeah.
Bob, just keep switching, they're hitting them every time.
Yeah.
So I was fighting, so he's the Purple People Eater, Justin Greskowitz. He fought in Glory, fought in Lion Fight, fought in all these shows. I was fighting him in Bangkok, and I don't think even he knows of this story. But I went to throw like a right hand, like a pretty loaded up right hand on him, and all he did was this really light switch left kick.
Yeah.
Broke 3 of my ribs, bro.
Fuck.
Because I was so committed to it. He literally just went like, boop.
Yeah.
But I landed so heavy on that leg because I was trying to take his head off.
Yep.
Broke 3 of my ribs.
Fuck.
And this is what I say to people. It's like, when you're reacting to someone coming at you, forget trying to hit them as hard as you can.
Yeah.
Just hit them.
Yeah.
Let them do the work for you.
That's right.
Same with like someone's coming at you, you do a switch left knee. they're trying to take your head off. They're trying to reach out for you. Switch left knee. That's their pressure coming forward that hurts them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it just knocks them off balance that little bit.
Yeah.
Only that little.
Man, wins them, whatever.
Yeah.
Because they could be doing the whole. And that in-breath when you get hit is where you get winded because it pushes the air out of your stomach and then you lose the timing of the breath.
Yeah.
So that's a story I use all the time when I'm teaching people to left kick to stop getting punched.
Yeah.
So
very good.
Yeah, like get people just running backwards, getting someone trying to take their head off and just throwing left body kicks at, like practice that.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I do on my Saturday morning class.
Yeah.
So my Saturday morning class when I'm in Adelaide is usually defense based.
Yeah.
So, man, left body kick is a defense.
It's a mad defense. Yeah.
It's like you're keeping yourself protected or whatever.
That was a plan against me for Clint.
Yeah.
Left body kicks, I remember.
Yeah.
He got me with one as I was punching, as I was throwing overhand, and it's like,
yeah.
And that's why, yeah.
Bro, like, he is so fucking talented, man.
Yeah.
Like, so fucking talented.
Yeah.
And now he's like, so he's helping me build my business now. So he started an online business doing like ghostwriting for companies and that. So he does all the emails and shit.
Yeah,
man. Walked away from working in a kitchen to like, he goes, man, I'm going to wing it. I'm going to have a go at trying to build my, good on you. So now he's like, he's almost like having to find workers now because he's so busy.
Yeah.
But because I'm now gone over to Glowfox to try and get the shit sorted. Yeah, so man, he's helped me settle that up. He's working on, like, so all the leads that come through, he's going to be the one that reaches out to them to sell them a membership, to get them in the door. And it's going to be like, I'll pay them 10%, like say they sign up for 6 months, a 6-month contract or whatever, because I'm going to do a beginner contract. So after the contract, then it's just open-ended, you know, like it's like minimum 6 months or minimum 12 months, you get a different rate depending on which one you commit to. Yeah. And he'll get 10% of whatever that is, whatever that works out to, the total, he'll get up in one lump sum payment.
Let's go, Clint.
Yeah, so like, and he goes, man, I couldn't have done this without the Muay Thai thing.
Oh, 100%.
Because of the mental game that he earned from having hard fights and from, and you know, at times not wanting to be there. Yeah. Like when he fought you, like he wanted to be there until he didn't want to be there anymore.
That's right. Yeah.
And he was saying like he got to a point in his business where he hit his first goal, and he's like, fuck, now I'm like, can't be fucked.
Yeah,
I'm like, it's because you need the next thing.
Yeah,
you need that next thing you want to do. Like the next thing should be maybe, you know, like it might be monetary, bro. It might be I want to buy a new car.
Yeah.
So how are you going to be able to do that? You're going to be making more money to be able to save more money.
Yeah,
I want to, and he was talking the other night. Now he wants to, because he lives in like a share house. Yeah. He goes, I want to have my own place.
Yeah.
Sweet, man.
That's the best goal.
So now you got to, you know, you're probably going to have to up to try and earn $2,000 a week.
Yeah.
To be able to afford that because the rental market's fucked.
Yeah, it's fucked.
And especially if you want to live on your own.
Yeah.
So whether you want a, you know, 1-bedroom unit or whatever, that's different, you know, like then you make it work. But having these goals, something else to chase then, and it like goes back to that, unless you've got goals, you just fumble along, you know?
That's it, you just go.
Yeah, like I've got one dude, his whole goal in life was he wanted to be a musician. And he ended up having a few fights for me. Yeah. And the confidence he gained from those fights
made him a 10 times better musician.
Yeah, and he quit. He come and talked to me one day. He goes, man, I don't want to fight anymore. I want to thank you for getting me to here. Yeah. Because now I've got the balls to go and chase this band dream of mine.
Crazy.
Bro, man. And like, good on him, you know.
It's the best.
And he loves it. He fucking loves it. He actually fought that, Nathan Giles, he's fighting the Machete Boy tonight.
Rings a bell.
It's his pro debut.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure Nathan's only loss was to this kid.
True.
Yeah. And,
let's go, the musician.
Yeah, so, and my young boy Jackie, my young Thai lad who just fought like 3 weeks apart, he fought Nathan. His first fight was against Nathan.
Let's go.
Yeah. So that's cool when you can see the progression of Nathan, like from being this young kid fighting to now going pro and stuff. It's cool, you know.
It's the best.
But without the goals, you don't get that.
Yeah, that's right.
So you've always got to be chasing something, finding reasons, not excuses. Reasons to be doing what's next in life.
Yeah.
On that, what's next for you?
What's next?
Obviously, you got Buddy.
Fight with Buddy, yeah.
Anything after that planned or?
We'll see after Buddy, yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm just going to focus all on that. Got all the coaches except for a sports psychologist.
Yep.
Got my dietitian, Christoph at Strive. I've got strength and conditioning coach Morgan at Jet. Got Spiro. Everything's on.
Yeah.
Everything's on. So yeah, just focus on that.
Yeah, cool. And are you a long-term goal setter? Like, or do you just set your next goal?
I set my next. That's how I naturally am.
Yep.
Yeah. I
So
just do.
chasing something, and you don't find there's a struggle to keep your mind involved when you've already hit that goal though? Like for that.
As soon as I hit it, I go into a weird spot every time. So I think I should set a higher goal, but it's always been the belt. My high goal has been the state championship, you know, and it's so close away.
Yeah.
So I haven't figured out the next.
So now
goal.
probably the Australian title is your goal, bro.
Yeah.
So set that as your next level goal, and then because once you fight for this, you beat Buddy or whatever, you get this belt.
Yeah.
Man, if that's where your peak was,
yeah,
bro, like there's going to be a struggle afterwards.
Yeah,
and it's that
yeah,
mental
yeah.
struggle of fuck, what do I do now? Yeah. While you're trying to think of it, this is what I say, like get those long-term goals in. Man, you want to go fight. I want to fight on RWS.
Yeah.
You know, like that should be, or you want to fight on Rebellion.
Yeah.
You want to like. There are other goals that are in there, you know?
Yeah.
Like have some shit to chase. Like more than just your next one.
Yeah, that's right.
Because the next one's the easy one to have.
Yeah.
Because you can always train for one.
There. Yeah.
You can always train for that next one.
Yeah.
But it's that, what happens after that?
Yeah.
Especially in the 1 to 2 weeks after that, when you're in that limbo mode.
Yeah.
Do you stick with like your nutrition thing constantly? Like are you constantly?
Yeah, there's always the out of camp structure.
Yep.
Yeah, so I just try to stick to that as best I can, but I can still have like cheese and sauce. Like I'm not going to go crazy.
No. But you get to have the things you like, and yeah, that's good, man. Especially for people who have been like where we've been as far as like chemicals and stuff, man. Like it's really important to be fueling the body because the brain needs fueling. Like we're on the back foot with the brain.
100%.
And we need to be really looking after it because taking punches to the head with the damage we've already done to our brains.
We've had enough.
Do you struggle with like mental health stuff because of?
Not really. I think
being cooked.
Yeah, like I think I'm always just like excited because I get to do what I get to do every day. You know,
cool.
Always holding pads.
Yeah.
Always got a class coming up.
Yeah.
You know.
Do you have? Because I'm similar. Like.
Yeah.
Not. On most of the time I'm fucking like, yeah, let's fucking do this, you know?
Yeah.
But my lows are fucking low.
Yeah.
Because the hormone production, the brain doing its thing just ain't fucking working properly.
Yeah.
That's probably my biggest struggle. But it's like, man, life's good.
It's so
There's
good.
so many fucking good things in life, bro. Like, are you got any more Thailand trips planned or?
I want to go next year. We haven't figured out. We're going to go all as a gym. Spiro said we were all going to go as a gym together. We just haven't figured out the date because we didn't before 1774. We didn't know we were going to have a rematch in February. No, we'll plan on going in February. But next year we're definitely going next year.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
I'll probably do. I'm going in March. Then I'm going in July as a family. And then I might do another gym tour, like at the end of the year.
Yeah.
Like not at the end of the year, maybe October. I did September this year, maybe October.
Yeah.
And then try and get to Monop Gym for like 2 weeks again. And
for sure.
Yeah. Oh man.
I want to go over as a gym. I've never been over as a gym. I just went over.
That was my first time
by myself.
Because my first time going to Thailand was with International Kickboxer Magazine tour.
Oh yeah.
So like with Hammer, like Mark Castellini and shit.
Yeah.
Like he used to do a tour every year through the magazine.
Sick.
And everyone paid like a certain amount, and it was like flights, accommodation, training was all included, and the rest of it was up to you.
Fuck, that's mad.
And yeah, it was cool.
Yeah.
And wow, man, it was my introduction to the place, and I didn't got to the end of the last day to come home. I just didn't come home. I stayed there.
Let's go.
Yeah, it was cool. It was, and I think going like especially for first timers and stuff.
Yeah.
Going with your, with a comfortable crew. Like I only knew one person on that whole tour. I knew Stefan Fox because he was like the head of WMC and he used to come to Adelaide for fight shows.
Yeah.
And I knew the dude who I went with was one of my training partners.
Yep.
It was just like us two. And then by the end of it, I was friends with everyone. Like, and they're still a lot of the guys that we went together were still mates, you know?
Yeah, 100%.
It was cool.
I've got friends that I'll never, like, we're homies. I'm actually meeting up with one of them now that I met in Thailand. Yeah,
Cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It's
and
best.
that's the thing, like, when you meet people in this sport, it's such a niche sport.
Yeah.
That it's like when all the autistic kids hang out together. That's that's the Muay Thai crowd, bro.
Yeah.
Because most of us, I was talking about it yesterday with Sai, and he's like, no one cares about hearing about how to beat Muay Thai.
Yeah.
We're Muay Thai geeks.
Yeah, full geeks.
We want to see.
And we get full excited when someone else knows something about Muay Thai that you don't know, like fully.
Yeah. And we want to see two Muay Thai guys, real Muay Thai guys, trying to figure each other out.
Fucking oath,
instead of
man.
stepping out of the box to make the win easier.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of where our brain goes, because we love Muay Thai.
And you talk about Muay Thai to someone that doesn't know anything about it, and you just goes nowhere. They don't understand anything. It's like
it's just like, oh, pretty lights.
Yeah.
Do you watch much Muay Thai?
Yeah.
Heaps.
Spiro's my coach, you know.
Yeah. Well, what's your go-to? Like, do you watch like five round stadium Muay Thai, or do you watch?
I like RWS at the moment. Yeah. RWS is the best.
Yeah, I love watching RWS, man. And corner in there is the best, bro.
Yeah.
Such good fun,
it would
bro.
be, man. That'd be
Such
crazy.
good fun. It's first time cornering there was like, man, I'm cornering at Rajdamnern.
Yeah.
You know, like that was never a thing for like foreigners to be cornering there. You know, like even back when we were fighting there back in the day and stuff, like you don't ever have ties in your corner.
Yeah.
Like you hardly ever saw a foreigner in the corner, and like actually getting my first opportunity to corner was for Reza from Venom Muay Thai.
Yeah, okay.
And it was cool, man.
Yeah, for sure. Cool. I remember when I heard about you going over for Max's one, and I was just pumped for you. I was like, I think he's over there right now.
Bro, what a corner. Me, Leo, and Kieran in the corner.
Yeah, Jesus.
That was nuts, man. Because I was there for his first one too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was in the corner for his first one as well. Not in the ring, but like in the cage in the corner. Like it was me. I was in there. I did get in. It was me, Kieran on the outside, and me and Chris Sun in the ring. That's right, yeah. So that was his first RWS appearance, which was before the tournament.
Yeah.
And then obviously I got to corner when he fought Hercules as well.
Yeah.
Man, I struggle not being there when Max fights, hey.
Yeah, like, of course.
Yeah, he's a good kid, man.
Yeah, he's a freak.
Yeah. Like real Muay Thai as well. It's his first one.
That was crazy.
Listening to the commentators just going, man, this is like...
What's happening?
This is real Muay Thai.
They were freaking out, yeah.
Like in the Thai commentary was hectic. Like it was... Because I watch it through Facebook, where they've only got Thai commentary. Yeah. And like, I'm a bit of a tight ass. Don't pay for DAZN.
Yeah, of course.
But I watch it with the Thai commentary. Well, it helps that I understand it.
Yeah.
But listening to him, like going, man, this guy's like full femur white boy, you know? It's cool.
That's mad.
And so I've cornered now. The last show I cornered for Max, and then a week later I cornered for Zombie. Do you know Zombie?
Freak, man.
Right.
I remember seeing him on your story, because I followed him for a while. Just like,
I'm trying to get him versus Nick Keros for Pride next year.
Fuck.
Yeah. So.
Fuck.
Yeah. So it's. He doesn't have to come with a trainer. He'll come by himself.
Yeah.
And then he'll stay at my house. I'll look after him.
Yeah.
Like that's the kind of deal. I think which can get it over the line, you know?
Yeah, sick.
So
I remember seeing him and just looking at his build. He's like, that's similar to mine, except white, and he's like English, you know?
He's actually not. He's actually Hungarian.
Is he?
Yeah, but lives in England.
Yeah, true.
He grew up in Thailand.
I saw.
His parents moved to Thailand, and then he went to school and stuff in Thailand.
Crazy.
Yeah. So that's how he started. He started with Crew Manop, his first introduction was with Crew Manop, which is why he's so slick. Because Crew Manop was Sanchai's trainer.
Yeah.
Like he's like legit.
Yeah, that's
legit. He won Trainer of the Year a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. He's
crazy.
That gym is special, bro. I love that place.
Yeah, always hear you talking about it.
And everyone, one thing which I want to start doing in the new year, which I think it just makes it more communal, where everyone, you walk into Monop gym and everyone has to like sweaty cup everyone.
Yeah, true.
You have to say hello to everyone. Say hello to all the teachers. Yeah, man. Like,
Yeah,
you'll get
hectic.
shunned if you don't.
Yeah, if you just
Like,
walk
or you'll
off
be
into the
told,
corner.
you need to go say hello to everyone.
Yeah.
Like,
That's good.
yeah. So like the trainers will come in, they'll sit on the edge of the ring and just talking or whatever, and then everyone will walk in and say their hellos and shit.
Yeah.
But I love that.
Yeah,
I love
yeah.
there's like a. It's
Just a respect.
but it's also just communal, bro.
Yeah. And everyone knows everyone, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it makes it comfortable for everyone.
Yeah,
Like,
because unless you've got like some gyms, their community thing is they'll hang it, like everyone, a big group will go out drinking together and, or whatnot.
Yeah.
And as I've said, like I'm not about that.
Yeah.
So you've got to make it communal somehow.
Yeah,
And so I think next year, like, I got one of my trainers, man, the Wednesday night trainer. He makes everyone line up and they all go through and like shake each other, like
we
thank
do that
each other.
for the kids class after the kids class and stuff.
I like it, you know, like.
Yeah, it's mad.
And he took that off his own back because he wanted to. It'd be nice to see the other trainers do it, but it's one of those things though. Unless people are told to do things, they generally don't. Like he's more my age than he's their age, so he kind of worked it out for himself. And I'm pretty sure because he's from a jiu-jitsu background. I'm pretty sure they do it in jits.
Yeah. They do some sort of way.
Because he's just started doing his own thing. So he's got a PT thing, but he's also working out of a jiu-jitsu gym to start doing Muay Thai classes and stuff, like 2 nights a week. It's not far from my gym, but you know, he came and spoke to me about it, and the whole step along the way, it's been like, I don't want to tread on your toes.
Yeah.
So you let me know what you want.
Yeah.
And what's okay. And I was like, man, what's your plan then? Like, let me know your goal, because my goal is to one day have a big place where we've got jiu-jitsu and we've got Muay Thai. I'm like, okay, so are you going to be doing fighters in the future? He's like, well, that's the plan. Okay, now you're my right-hand man. Now you're cornering on every fight show.
Yeah.
Do you know what, man? You're going to the 7:30 weigh-in.
Yeah.
Like,
100%.
so I've taken him under my wing with that now. You know, he was already my student, but now he's learning the next part of it.
Yeah.
And it's like, because at the end of the day, everyone's going to know he comes from me.
Yeah.
It's like old Greg, as like Budo martial arts in Gawler, so like 50 minutes north of Adelaide.
Yeah, okay.
And his curriculum as such is Team Pinky.
Yeah.
So
true.
he's from a karate background, then started training with us. He had one fight, Shari had 11, and they run the gym together.
Yes.
They run this gym together. They do like karate stuff, they do boxing, they do Muay Thai, do a bit of everything.
Yep.
But their Muay Thai curriculum it says like Team Pinky curriculum sort of thing on there. And he used
good.
And the thing is, I said yes, but you've got to be making sure you're getting down to our gym to be watching.
Making sure
like
you've got
regularly,
everything right.
Regularly to be topping up the knowledge. And he's like, yeah, that's fair. That makes sense. And
otherwise, like he'll be teaching stuff that you were teaching 3 years ago.
Yes. And what he does reflects on me.
Yeah, 100%.
So whatever he needs, all right, you need clinching, boom, bring you guys down for clinching.
Yeah.
You need this, whatever. So I have to now, then help with that.
Yeah.
So that they can, and that's the point where you get to, like I've taken a few gyms under my wing, new gyms, and some of them didn't come and ask me, and I normally approach them and go, look, man, like I see you're starting to have fighters and that. Whatever you need, let me know.
Yeah.
However I can help, let me know. Some say yes to it, some don't.
Yeah.
But I will say this, the ones who do say yes are the ones who go down the right path.
Yeah.
And the ones who generally don't want to go down the right path.
Yeah, they just want it.
They want to be on SA Muay Thai League while everyone else wants to be doing like the Pride and the Valley shows. And I think we just need one more amateur show now, and I think we're set for South Australia. We have one every month. And man, boom, you've got 11 fights a year. You're obviously not going to have one in January, but every other month of the year there should be a fight show, amateur fight show.
Yeah.
Man, you do 2 years of that, and I guarantee we double our pros. Yeah. Because our problem, we can't put on a pro show.
Yeah.
Pride puts on a pro show. There was 2 local matchups.
Yeah.
Out of 10 fights, other 8 fights was, so 7 of the fights was SA versus someone, and then the main event was New South Wales versus WA.
Yeah, crazy.
Because we don't have enough pros.
Yeah.
And then you got the ones who pick and choose, and they only take the fights that suit them. And they're to me, like if I was a promoter and someone goes, oh no, we don't want to fight them. I'm like, all right, don't worry about it then. I just wouldn't even bother matching.
Go find another gym.
Yeah, go find another promoter who wants to look after your undefeated record.
Yeah. Shut
Like, man, if you're undefeated, man, like, if you're undefeated at 5 fights, like I'm talking pro,
of course,
you're undefeated as a pro at 5 fights. Sorry, man, you're fighting anyone up to 15 fights.
You still haven't fought
like
many,
maybe not undefeated at 15 fights, but you're stepping up to that next level.
Yeah.
And if you're undefeated when you get to 10, 12 fights, sorry, man.
Yeah.
You're fighting anyone.
Yeah, that's right.
Like, you're literally fighting fucking anyone now. Because you need to lose that O.
Yeah.
Like, it's, and great if you don't, but everyone loses it at some point.
Man, everyone,
Like, you can't pad records. We're not in a sport where you need to.
Yeah.
You don't need to.
Yeah, that's right.
You're not making any extra money because you're undefeated.
Yeah.
You're making extra money because of the performances you're putting on.
That's right.
You're getting paid well because you put on great performances.
That's the best thing about Muay Thai. It doesn't matter.
Best thing.
Doesn't matter.
Best thing about Muay Thai. So yeah, you got Buddy, then do Thailand next year.
Yeah.
Do you butt heads with Spiro?
Not really, yeah.
Because you're both strong characters.
Yeah, we're both on the same wavelength usually.
Because Spiro's one of them dudes that he, like, if he sees that you want to work, man, you got no worries.
That's right.
You're never in trouble.
Yeah.
Like, and if what he says goes.
Yeah, that's what he's like.
Yeah.
So, as soon as I remember, my diet wasn't that great. Boom, got a dietitian. I wasn't running enough. Boom, I'm running. You're not fit enough. You're starting to go to the pool and swim. And I'll just do it, you know what I mean? I know what it takes.
Yep.
Everything that he said has led me up to where I am. I'm in a good spot, so I just do it, you know?
Yeah, man. And me and Spiro talk regularly.
Of course.
But like, we talk about those sort of things, like the whole, fuck, man, like, how funny is it, like, when you say shit that just hurts people's feelings? It's like...
Yeah.
But man, the shirt's going to be coming out for this fucking podcast, bro, is... think I'm going to do the same design as Team Pinky Muay Thai, but it's going to say like Think Pink and podcast on the angle.
Yeah.
And on the back it's going to be like, your feelings are your problem.
Yeah, good. Yeah. You and Spiro are like the same.
Very much alike, bro.
Yeah,
man, what do you expect? We went to the same primary school and shit, like, you know what I mean? Like,
it's hilarious. Even when, like, if I'm like walking past the gym and walking past at the gym and you're on the phone, like, I'll just laugh because you're just funny together.
Yeah. He's a fucking great guy, man.
Yeah.
Like, he's a good dude. He's the dude you want as a gym owner.
Yeah.
And it's like I say about myself, I'm the dude you want as a gym owner.
Yeah.
Because I give a fuck.
That's right.
I'm not gonna care if you get upset about something I said.
Yeah.
That shows your weakness.
Yeah.
So put up with it, get on with life, and fucking work harder.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, let's get fucking ready for tonight.
Let's go.
So he actually shit the bed when I asked him yesterday about doing this, and he wasn't keen. And I could smell the shit all night sleeping next to him. But no, like, I'm really, like, sent me a message like earlier saying like, do you want to still do it? Because I'd already replaced you.
True.
Yeah, I'd already replaced you. So I canned that one, and
very good.
Yeah, man. No, I'm stoked. I'm stoked you did, man. And this is, we didn't talk about the troubles as much as probably I wanted to focus on.
Yeah.
But at the same time, why fucking should we? You've said, you fucked up and you're doing fucking great now, man.
Yeah.
Really proud of you. And I'm glad you're my friend now, man. I'm glad I met you. Sucks that you had to beat my boy for us to become mates. But really proud of you, man.
Yeah,
Thanks for jumping
appreciate you too, man.
So, and like anyone, man, like, questions, I'm always there.
Yeah.
Same with all you guys. Man, fuck, it's hectic. Like, the inboxes I get.
Oh, it would be, bro.
Constant.
No.
Constant. And you know what, man? It doesn't bother me one little bit.
You love it.
It's what I'm here for.
You love it.
I fucked up so other people don't have to.
Yeah.
Or I fucked up so people can learn how to unfuck yourself.
Yeah.
So, thanks for coming on, man. And
good. Thank you.
Yeah. And we'll do it again sometime.
Fucking oath.
Sweet.
Let's go.
So I hope you enjoyed that. So as I said just before, finally we got monetized on YouTube. So we still have, when I say me, have some work to do to get to where I get the money from all angles, as far as like the adverts and all that sort of stuff. But we're doing the steps and I've got approved for it. So it just takes some time now to you know, keep you guys watching and listening and growing the audience. So please, please, please help me get to 5,000 subscribers. Please. Yeah, hope you enjoyed that one with Mark Standing. Great guy. And yeah, he's a real genuine, lovely guy who's been there and done it. Like he's lived life, and now he's, you know, doing Muay Thai and committed to it 100%, and another life that's been saved by our beautiful sport. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that one, and we'll see you again next week. Khop and khap.